Hi guys, this is my review of The 100, Season 7, Episode 13. The show's finally came back, and I'm probably gonna go straight into spoilers because of what happened. Jesus Christ. Because right now, the show's going into Game of Thrones Season 8 territory, with making, I don't know, just weird decisions at the last few episodes. Because it was kind of the same with Game of Thrones. Like, after Episode 13, Episode 3, Season 8, Episode 3 of Game of Thrones, which, looking back at that episode, like, there's a lot of people should have died in that episode and stuff. Like, instead of just trying to be safe for some reason when it's at the end of the show, like, does it really matter who you kill when it's the last season? And there's like characters who was in that battle in the long night who should have died. But anyway, I'm supposed to talk about the 100, but I just don't know, like, the writing. It's getting weird right now. I don't even know where to start, which let's say I'm going straight into spoilers. So yeah, spoiler warning. My another favorite character has died, and it's the one who became my favorite character after Jasper died in season 4. Well, I think he actually stopped being my favorite character, Jasper, after season 2 because he was going through this depressed stage and everything. Is it really over that girl? I don't know. As whenever you watch the show, like, maybe I'll get a better understanding of why he became that anyway. Because it seemed like he hated the world as well, and he was just ready to die. And when the end of the world was happening, like, like he cared about getting to safety or anything. He just wanted to die. But yeah, it was actually Bellamy who became my favorite character, like, in season 3. Even though at the time in season 3, like, it's not like he was making good choices either. And the choices that he's made in season 7, oh man, oh god, I don't even know what to think anymore. Because now Clark, like, she started to. I'm getting like a Daenerys vibe, in Game of Thrones season 8 when spoilers, like, Daenerys basically becomes a villain by like in the penultimate episode. Like, I'm getting that vibes with Clark, like some weird evolution from where she started to now. Is she the villain now? I'm getting those vibes. Like, has she become the villain? And is the Shepherd even the villain at this point? Is he actually trying to save the world, or would he still be the villain in this case? I don't know. But just there's some things that I guess I agree with what Clark's doing, especially when she, spoiler alert, shoots Bellamy, and you know puts us in the situation again where, oh great, is he's dead. Uh, so right now Bellamy is most likely dead. So I'm not even gonna say like he might have survived. Like, I'm just saying most likely. And seeing Clark shoot him, oh yeah, it was for a good reason because, like, Maddie is like Clark's daughter in a way, and I feel like Abby would do the same thing for Clark, especially since they're actually blood. But you know, Clark bonded so much with Maddie, especially in those 5 years when she was away from her friends. So it's just like her daughter at this point, and she would do anything to protect Maddie, especially if her friend's on the enemy side and is possibly going to do something to get Maddie hurt. Which I can't believe it's Bellamy. Like, some people hated on Bellamy for what he did in season 3 with Pike when he killed those people. But then there's this, just completely betraying his friends. But I just don't know if is he in the right. This, it can't end like this for Bellamy, man. Such a effed up ending. Like, I was never expecting an ending like this. I just feel like by the end, like, they're gonna make Clark look like she's the villain, which is something I hate to see at this point, especially after The Last of Us 2. Uh, yeah, Last of Us 2 wanted to join Ellie, like, making them villains, and then Abby's like a hero. Well, when to us, like, for the old fans, like, she's basically the villain. and she gets more screen time than Ellie in the game and everything. Yeah, I just don't want to talk about that game anyway. And then I was talking about Game of Thrones as well, with making the main character the villain as well by the end, and then the other main character having to kill her. You know, Jon Snow like killed Daenerys. Like, fuck's sake, man, these choices. I feel like we're getting into that territory with the 100 now. Jesus Christ. I just don't think the show's going to end in a good way. Because right now, I'm definitely getting Game of Thrones vibes, which is very bad to think about for the next 3 episodes, is it? Yeah, because after after is it? Yeah, 3 more episodes and it's all over. And I'm not liking where this show's heading. I'm not even talking about some of the stuff that happened at the beginning and halfway through. I'm like straight into the ending, because that ending, it's just left a sour taste in my mouth right now. Killing Bellamy, seeing her shoot Bellamy. Also, Clark also shoots someone who I wish he didn't shoot, because that was already a bad choice. But then she shoots Bellamy. Like, what the hell? She should have shot him in the leg or something. Actually, shooting Bellamy in a place where he could die. Damn. But I'm just gonna take a break from talking about that, since I've lost another favorite character. Oh god. Did I ever go through this on The Walking Dead? Because I didn't have a character death. Well, most of the time with The Walking Dead, like, I just started to like a character more than the other. But with the 100, they basically kill my favorite character, so then I have to choose another favorite character. Well, that's not actually true, because with Jasper, like, well, in my opinion, he basically died when Clark pressed the button in season 2 when she made that choice. Like, he wasn't the same after that when Clark made that decision. Yeah. He was basically dead to me after that. And I don't mean it in a bad way, I just mean like he wasn't the same character. But yeah, let's just talk about the beginning of the episode. So when Clark and her friends finally get back, they see, Shahida has basically taken over the place, but then, Clark brings the shepherd, which he has like invisible guards, and then he takes out Shahida's men, and then he gets tied up. Wait, does Indra get tied up as well? Which is also the weird part. But it's not. But I guess the shepherd's more in control than Clark, so it's not like Clark can do anything yet until the end. When Clark takes him hostage to get her friends back. I think it's Echo, Hope. Wait, where's Octavia right now? So is that also including Octavia? And oh my god, I just remembered Octavia. Like, what would she? I don't even know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just thinking now, like, oh my god. Oh no. Because how's Echo and Octavia gonna react to Clark shooting Bellamy? Because oh god, just thinking about that now. Because they was happy to see him alive again, and then they wasn't happy with him being on the bad guy side, if they're even the bad guys. And then Clark shooting him, and him possibly being dead right now. Oh my god, I can't imagine how they're gonna react. I just can't see Echo and Octavia, even though he was on the one side, forgiving Clark for what she's done, especially if he's dead. God, yeah, that just made me think, like, he just killed. I mean, she just killed Bellamy, and even when she does get her friends back, like, what are they gonna say? Like, that's just a crazy decision, man. This has definitely topped the push the button decision for me, anyway. I can't even imagine what the fans are thinking. I kind of unfollowed a group I'm in on Facebook, so I don't get no spoilers. But Jesus, I even thought that Waven was gonna die in this episode from Nikki, because Waven gets her husband killed by shutting the door, but he was still brave and actually did the right thing with the radiation situation. and then like Raven felt guilty for doing that. And then when Nikki wanted to kill Raven, which I thought like, oh my god, is she gonna die in the scene? Nikki decides to let her live because Raven just can't live with what she's done. And yeah, that's what happens there. And yeah, the shepherd's just trying to wait, because Gabriel like, let me just talk about the hallucination stuff. So I guess Gabriel's hallucinating the person who took over Clark in season 6, and then Indra's hallucinating actually her mother. Well, when she breaks free, because she's tied up with Shahida. Because it seems like these people are fighting, and she takes advantage of that situation and breaks free. And she gets a little assistance from Shahida. While in battle with Shepard's men, especially the ones who go invisible, then you see Indra just chop off one of their heads when Shahida tells where the enemy is. Like that's cool scene. Yeah, that was cool. Also, like Indra's just thinking like, even though she got a little bit of assistance from Shahida, like she was probably thinking to kill him like straight afterwards, but she decides to let him live. But it's not like they're gonna help him anyway, so he's already screwed. What else should I talk about? Because this episode, just that final scene. Oh man, it's definitely Game of Thrones vibes, man. It feels like they're destroying the show right now. You can't say they're destroying the whole story, but I just don't like what they do with the characters. And this story is just at this point is stupid. I'm sorry. It doesn't even feel like the 100. Oh man. But yeah, Gabriel is basically helping him do the Nightblood thing, but then he decides to destroy it because of him hallucinating, and he didn't feel like that was right. But then Clark's convincing him that to follow the plan, which Clark's probably gonna double cross the Shepherd, which she kind of does anyway. So yeah, yeah. Gabriel, I don't know what you're speaking in that moment, because Clark still wants to save her friends. So him destroying the key thing, the Nightblood thing, wasn't really the best choice. But he wasn't thinking straight anyway. Seeing that character again who's dead. Indra, she realized it wasn't real like what she was seeing with her mother. So she was able to recover from that quickly. Yeah, man, I still can't get over Bellamy possibly being dead, most likely, and just the side that Bellamy's on as well. Like it's hard to be sad as well. I can't even feel sad because he's on the one side as well. That's the only thing. And then Clark, it just feels like they're ruining her character. Like she just feels like she's becoming a villain at this point. Yeah, we understand some of the choices she made. It's kind of like with Rick Grimes. He made some pretty ruthless choices, but it was to survive. But the choices Clark's making now, like, she just feels like she's a villain at this point. Because look at the character, Rick became, like in season 9. He wasn't willing to make those kind of choices anymore. He wanted everyone to work together. And then, that got him in a situation where he was taken away from the group. And everyone thinks he's dead. But at least he stayed true to his humanity. But Clark right now, is she on the right side from the things that she's doing? And yeah, she also kills that character who Bellamy survived with in that other episode. And the reason why I guess, well, he's not the only reason. Just because it helped him get out of that situation when he went into the anomaly and they was stuck in that place in the snow and stuff. Which, yeah, I'm talking about that character who helped save Bellamy. And Clark basically shoots him, and I definitely didn't agree with that choice. And then when she shoots Bellamy, yeah. Where's this gonna go? Just thinking right now that Bellamy's actually dead. It just feels so weird. It's the end of the show, so it's just such a weird choice. Because once upon a time, I was thinking like, because yeah, those two actors are together in real life, and I was thinking like those gonna end up together in the TV show, but just the choices they, it just sucks how things have gone. Man, there's no going back now, especially if Venom is dead. I just can't see him together even after, even if Venom is still alive, which at this point I'm just saying he's most likely dead. There's no way like he's pulling out of this alive. Ugh, man. I don't even know what else to talk about because that's the biggest thing on my mind right now. Seeing my favorite character get killed, and I already didn't like what they was doing with his character anyway. But I was thinking like, is he on the right side though? But it's kind of confusing with this storyline though. Is this war actually worth fighting? And are we even gonna get to see the last war? Well, the last episode's called The Last War, so yeah. Well, I think it's called The Last War. I'd have to double check that, but yeah, I think it's called that. But yeah, right now, I guess Clark's gonna go help her friends, but Jesus, she most likely just killed Bellamy, and I don't think her friends are gonna agree with that choice. Even if, Clark tells why she did it. Especially Bellamy's sister, Octavia, and girlfriend, Echo, like, Jesus Christ, like, the things they wanted to do after they thought Bellamy was dead because of the shepherd. And now Clark's possibly killed him. Most likely. Jesus Christ. Yeah, since I don't even know what else to talk about in the episode, really. Because right now, Clark has the shepherd hostage and is using him to find her friends. And what just mostly been talked about happened. And I guess that's all I've got to say for now. It's just such a crazy change from how a character started in the beginning to, what she became. Jesus. Everything she's gone through, I guess it does make sense what she turned into, but oh man. This is basically Shane from The Walking Dead. But I don't know if that's going a bit too far. But it's not really, because, Shane wanted to kill Wick to take his family. But this is a bit different because she's doing it to save Maddie, but still killing someone very close to her in the process. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, it just feels so wrong. What Daenerys did in Game of Thrones, like, that was definitely one, like, all those things that she did, killing all those innocent people. Vladimir never killed that many people. Finn, like, he killed a lot of people, a lot of innocent people. So when it comes to looking back on his character, like, I can't forgive him for what he did, and he never got to redeem himself like Benemy. So yeah, because there is Finn fans out there, and probably people who are watching right now, they're probably Finn fans. But yeah, since he never got to redeem himself, like, I never felt sorry for him, especially when he died. But Bellamy, if he's dead right now and he's on the one side, it's not like I can grieve for him because he was on the one side, but just everything he did for the group, like, he was such an awesome character and he's gone. In this way, where it's the one who I thought was gonna, like, I thought he was gonna end up together with Clark, and those basically best friends as well. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it here because this is pretty depressing right now. Alright, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.